This story is about Brother Atta Yaldiko. He is an Assyrian man from Iraq and was raised as a Christian. Atta's childhood friend had noticed that Atta had a thirst for the truth, but because of the political situation in Iraq, the two friends got separated and moved to different countries in Europe. But was the geographical distance a problem? No. This is their story.
I was about 18 years old when one of my friends named Ziad asked me, "Atta, have you read the Bible?" We started to read the Bible from Genesis. I remember one time when we read the Sermon on the Mount. We decided to go up to the mountain to read. Our hometown, Olga, has many mountains. In June 1998, I was in an accident. In this accident, I lost both my legs. It was a difficult time because I was so young. I was 22 years old, so it was very hard.
I remember I was at that time in Holland, and I heard the news from family from Iraq, and I went somewhere alone, and I started to cry.
I came to Sweden, and like many refugees, I had no desire to leave Iraq. I was talking to Ziad all the time. And one day in 2006, he called me and told me that he was studying with Jehovah's Witnesses. So I said to him, "Is it logical that 2 billion Christians are wrong and that you are right?"
And after a few months, I told him also that I'm going to be baptized.
When he said that, I thought I was going to get a heart attack.
And he tried to convince me that it is not the truth, that it is maybe a big mistake what I'm going to make in my life.
I remember it was in 2006. A brother, his name was Ziad, he talked to me about Atta.
So I talked to Brother Majid. Ziad had left the number with him, and we agreed to meet in my apartment. I decided I would give the witnesses a chance.
He started to study for a few months, and after that he told me that he don't want to have a study.
I had a lot of things to deal with. It was not the right time. I was too tired to listen. So I told him, leave me for now, because I cannot be bothered with anything.
So what we did, that we just stopped the study, but I still continued to phone him, to visit him from time to time, to invite him to like the memorial or the convention. And that's what we did for several years.
He was very patient with me and let it be up to me when and how we should study. But he kept in contact with me to check how I'm doing.
For me, I knew very early that Atta will be a brother a day. He was so honest. He loved Jehovah. He loved Jesus Christ, and he loved the truth.
He was of great help to me. When my mother died, he and his wife really helped me in a way that changed my life.
He invited me home to him and he asked me, "Can you just explain that for me? Why should I get baptized?"
I told Majid and Ziad that I have come to the conclusion, yes, I must be baptized. It is important. What convinced me was the way Jehovah and his organization treats people. Jehovah is not obligated to provide us with a hope for the future, but he does so out of love. He shows us more respect than we show ourselves. And the way the organization is united cannot come from men.
So when I was home, we called each other through Skype, and he told me I can't find any reason anymore not to be baptized.
At the regional convention, August 9th, 2014. It was a beautiful day.
It was one of the biggest days in my life.
So it was just a very warm feeling to be just beside one of your best friends. And remember that one day, years ago, we were trying to understand the Bible without having any chance to understand it. And now we are sitting there, Jehovah's Witnesses.
I often think, God, is it true? Is it real? Do I really deserve to have all these blessings? I don't have anything. No talents. Do not understand everything yet. But still, thanks to God, I can understand the Bible.
I think we don't need to be afraid that some people will never heard about the truth. If they really want to know that, Jehovah will take care of it. So Jehovah was actually waited for Atta for many, many, many years.
For me, when I think of the hope of the new world, I'll be honest and say that it is not a question about having my legs back and being able to jump like a gazelle. No, that is not what I think about. Because there are problems in this world, both for me and for others, that make my legs not that important. No, let me have a good conscience. Let there be justice. By that I mean that it is God who governs and no one else. True love, that is what I long for.
How did these brothers display the Christian quality of generosity? Well, for one, Atta's friend did his utmost to share the kingdom truth. But also, the brother who eventually studied with Atta provided loving support in times of distress, even though Atta had decided not to continue studying the Bible for the time being. And what an impact that had.